I still remember the sound of my phone buzzing in my pocket as I ran down the street, trying to catch my breath after leaving my second job. "Mia, I'm on the way," I said when I answered. "Just wait for me. I promise I'll be there in 10 minutes. Her voice came through cold and distant. "Ethan, don't rush." "Not rushing," I lied, stepping into the road. "I just want to get to you." "You sounded upset." "Fine," she said, but there was a strange echo like she wasn't alone. "Mia, where are you?" I'm almost a male voice cut in faintly. "Tell him later." My stomach tightened. "Who was that?" "No one," she replied too fast. "Just don't come right now." "Okay, what do you mean, don't come?" I asked, stopping in the middle of the crosswalk. "You asked me to meet you." "What's going on?" She paused. "Liam's here?" For a second, I forgot how to breathe. "Liam, your ex. He showed up crying," she said softly. "He said he needed me, and you went to him." My voice cracked. "Mia, I'm standing in the street for you." "I know," she whispered, "but he's a mess. I can't leave him alone. So you choose him?" I asked again. "It's not choosing," she said weakly. "It's just helping." Before I could speak, headlights flashed. I heard a horn. I turned, everything exploded into pain. I hit the ground hard, my body rolling across the pavement. My phone flew out of my hand, landing beside me. The world spun, blurry and cold. My leg throbbed like it was tearing itself apart. "Mia," I whispered, reaching for the phone. Her voice was still coming through. "Ethan." "What was that sound?" "I think I got hit," I groaned. "I need you to come." Silence. "Mia." My voice shook. "Please. Just come, I can't," she whispered. "What?" I tried lifting my head, but my vision doubled. "I need you. I'm bleeding." "Liam needs me more right now," she said, her voice almost apologetic. "I'm sorry." Then the line went dead. I had never felt silence hurt before. I lay on the cold asphalt, staring at the night sky. Cars passed around me, horns blaring, but nobody stopped. I tried to move my leg and screamed. My chest burned with anger and disbelief. "She left me," I whispered to myself. "She actually left me." By the time someone finally called for help, my fingers were numb and my eyes felt too heavy to keep open. When the ambulance arrived, a man leaned over me. "Stay with us," he said. "Can you hear me? What's your name?" "Ethan," I whispered. "My name is Ethan, and my girlfriend left me to die." I woke up hours later under bright hospital lights. My head throbbed, and my throat felt like sandpaper. A man in a white coat stood beside me. "I'm Dr. Hale," he said gently. "You're lucky to be alive." "What happened?" I muttered. "You were struck by a car," he said. "Your leg is badly injured and you lost a lot of blood. You kept drifting in and out. Do you remember calling someone?" I swallowed hard. "Yes, but she didn't come." Before he could ask more, the door opened and Mia rushed in. "Ethan," she cried. "Oh my God, you're awake." I looked at her, but the warmth I once felt was gone. "You didn't come," I said quietly. "I wanted to," she answered quickly, wiping her tears. I was scared. I didn't know what to do. "You told me Liam needed you," I said. "I heard him." She froze. Dr. Hale glanced between us. "Maybe you too need a moment." Mia stepped closer. "Ethan, please. Don't be angry." "I didn't think it was that serious. I was lying on the road," I said. "Bleeding. I made a mistake," she whispered. "But I'm here now." I closed my eyes. "You weren't there when it mattered." And in that moment, even before the amnesia, before the truth, before everything that came later, I felt something break inside me, quiet, deep and final. When I woke again, the world felt too bright. My head throbbed as if someone had poured fire into my skull. I tried to sit up, but a sharp pain shot through my side. A familiar voice spoke softly. "Easy, Ethan. Don't move too fast." I blinked until Dr. Hale's face came into view. "What? What happened to me?" "You were hit by a car," he said. "You lost a lot of blood. How much do you remember?" I searched my mind, but everything was scattered. I remember Mia calling. I remember running, then headlights. After that, it's all fog. That's normal, Dr. Hale said. Your brain took a heavy blow. You may have temporary memory loss. Some things will return slowly. Some may take longer. I frowned. How long is temporary? It varies, he said. What matters now is keeping your mind calm. Calm. The word felt impossible. The door suddenly opened and Mia rushed in. Ethan, you're awake. She ran to my side and grabbed my hand. I've been so scared. I stared at her, trying to understand the strange heaviness in my chest. How long have I been here? 2 days, she whispered. I stayed the whole time. Her eyes were red, but not from 2 days of crying, more like 2 minutes. Dr. Hale glanced at her. He needs honesty and low stress. Please avoid anything that could confuse him. I know, she said quickly. I'll take care of him. When Dr. Hale stepped out, she leaned close. Do you remember anything? I watched her face carefully. Bits and pieces, I said. Why? Should I remember something? No, she said too fast. I just want you to feel safe. Safe. I repeated, Did something happen between us? She froze. What do you mean? I don't know, I said honestly. Everything feels wrong. She forced a trembling smile. You're just scared. I'm right here, okay? Her hand squeezed mine, but it felt like pressure instead of comfort. Something in her eyes flickered fear or guilt. I couldn't tell. Before I could ask more, another voice entered the room. Sorry to interrupt. I need to check his vitals. A young nurse stepped in calm, clear-eyed, nothing forced about her expression. She smiled gently. I'm Nora. I'll be taking care of you today. Mia stepped back, but didn't leave. Do you really need to do that right now? Yes, Nora replied without hesitation. His readings are important. Her firm tone surprised me. She started adjusting the wires on my arm. How's your head? She asked. Feels heavy, I said, like my thoughts are broken. That's normal, Nora said. You've been through something traumatic. Don't force anything. I glanced toward Mia. She watched Nora like she was a threat. Did I forget a lot? I asked. You remember what you remember, Nora said. Your brain will choose the order, Mia cut in. He remembers me, though. That's a good sign, right? Nora looked at her, then at me. Memory doesn't always disappear all at once. It comes in pieces. Swallowed. I remember. Being on the road. And calling someone, Mia's face tightened. Ethan, you don't have to think about that. But I want to, I said. I want to know why I was alone. Her lips parted, but no words came out. Nora finished checking the monitors. If anything feels off, call me, she said. I'll be nearby. When she left, Mia sat down again. Ethan, please don't doubt me. I'm here, aren't I? I looked at her, feeling something cold settle inside me. Why does it feel like you're hiding something? I'm not hiding anything, she whispered. You're just confused. Maybe I was. But the way she avoided my eyes told me confusion wasn't the whole truth. And for the first time, I felt a strange strength inside me, a sharpness I didn't recognize. A stranger inside my own skin. When I finally returned home, everything felt too quiet. Mia hovered behind me like she was guiding a blind man. Sit down, she said softly. I'll get you water. I can walk, I replied. I just want to help, she insisted. I sat anyway, mostly to watch her. The way her hands shook wasn't the shake of worry, it was the shake of someone afraid of. Being exposed? Did the doctor say anything new? She asked. He said, I'll remember things slowly, I answered. Piece by piece. She stiffened. Right. Slowly. I looked at her. Does that bother you? No, she said too quickly. Why would it bother me? I didn't answer. Instead, I let the silence hang long enough that she walked away into the kitchen. I heard her phone vibrate on the counter, followed by her whisper. Not now. He's here. Pause. Then a low male voice, Liam. When will he forget everything? He asked. He won't remember anything important, she whispered. He always needed me. I can handle him. My hands tightened on my knee. She thought I was weak. She thought my memory loss made me hers to control. What if he starts asking questions? Liam asked. He won't, she said confidently. He doesn't even trust himself right now. Something sharp woke inside me. I stood and walked toward the kitchen. She rushed to end the call. Who was that? I asked. No one, she said, smiling nervously. Just a friend checking in. Sounded like a man. It was my cousin. She lied without blinking. I stared at her. I don't remember you having a cousin with that voice. You're confused, she said gently. Your memory, my memory, isn't that broken? I cut in. Her smile cracked, but she forced it back. You should rest. Maybe, I said. But I want to check something first. I went to my desk drawer. She followed too closely. What are you looking for? My bank statements, her breath hitched. Why? Just checking. What? You don't need to worry about money right now, she said. I've handled everything. That's what worries me, I replied. Her face hardened for half a second before she softened again. Ethan, please don't stress yourself. I ignored her and opened my laptop. Password worked. Good. But the activity log didn't. Large withdrawals had been made. Transfers I didn't remember approving. Mia, I said quietly. Why did $3,000 leave my account last month? She froze. We used it for your medical bills. Last month? I asked. Before the accident? She swallowed. You said it was fine. You don't remember? No, I said. I don't. She stepped closer. Honey, you're putting too much pressure on yourself. The doorbell rang. Mia jumped. Don't move. I'll check. But I was already walking to the door. When I opened it, Ryan stood there, my best friend, looking shocked to see me standing. Dude, he said. You're home. Yeah, I said. Come in. Mia forced a stiff smile. Hi, Ryan. He nodded politely, but focused on me. How are you holding up? I'm remembering things, I said. Slowly. He hesitated. Can we talk alone? Mia stepped forward immediately. No, he needs rest. I'll be fine, I said. She glared at Ryan and walked to the bedroom. When she was gone, Ryan exhaled. Man, you look different. I feel different, I admitted. Tell me what I missed. He sat down. You sure? I need the truth. He looked me in the eyes. Mia and Liam. They weren't just talking before the accident. They were meeting. A lot. My chest tightened. How long? Months, he said quietly. I tried telling you once, but you said you trusted her. I closed my eyes. What else? She told people you were controlling, he added. Said you depended on her too much. I laughed bitterly. She said I needed her, he nodded. And now she thinks your amnesia makes you easy to handle. I opened my eyes and felt something shift inside me, clear, cold, focused. Ryan, I said, I'm not as lost as she thinks. He leaned closer. Good, because she's lying about something else too. What? Your neighbor, Mrs. Keller, he said. She told me she saw someone near your car the night of the accident. My heartbeat slowed, heavy and sharp. Who? Ryan lowered his voice. She said it looked like Mia. Just like that, the stranger inside me opened his eyes fully. Ryan shut the door gently behind us. Ethan, before you panic, just breathe. I'm breathing, I said. Just tell me everything. He sat across from me. You remember Mia's tuition? The debt you worked 2 jobs for? Yeah, I muttered. She said she'd pay me back when she could. She wasn't planning to. Hesitated. She and Liam had a plan. They were waiting for you to finish paying everything. Then they'd disappear. My jaw clenched. Disappear where? I don't know, he said. But Liam bragged about moving out of the city. Said he had someone funding the dream. So I funded it, I said quietly. Perfect. Ryan leaned forward. She only came back to you because Liam's job fell apart. She needed stability. And I was the stability, I murmured. The guy who paid the bills. He nodded slowly. Ethan, they were using you. I rubbed my forehead. Why didn't I see it? Because you trusted her, he said, and she knew how to use that. Before I could answer, footsteps creaked behind the door. Mia peeked in. Are you two done talking? Almost, I said, forcing a tired smile. Ryan stood. I should go. Mia quickly stepped aside, giving him a tight, fake smile. Bye, Ryan. When the door closed, she came to my side. What did he say to you? Nothing much, I said. He just wanted to check on me. She searched my face. You're acting distant. I'm tired, I replied. I need rest. Her expression softened. Then let me take care of you. I forced myself to nod. Okay, but inside I was iced. The next morning I told her I was going for a short walk. She hesitated. Do you think you're ready? I need air, I said. Not far, she agreed. But her eyes followed me to the door, like she was afraid I'd slip through her fingers. Outside, Ryan met me at the corner. Ready? He asked. Let's go. We headed toward Mr. Patel's store at the small shop near the intersection where I'd been hit. When we entered, Mr. Patel looked up from the counter. Ethan, you're alive. Barely, I said. I wanted to ask you something. I saw you that night. Terrible moment. I heard you saw someone near my car before it happened, I said. He sighed. I didn't want to say anything until you were stronger. Please, I said quietly. I need the truth. He leaned on the counter. I saw Mia. She was arguing with a man who looked like Liam. They were near your car. She kept saying he'll understand later and it has to look like an accident. My chest tightened painfully. You're sure? I'm not blind, he said. I know what I saw, Ryan muttered. This is insane. Swallowed hard. Thank you, Mr. Patel. Be careful, he warned. Some people hide knives behind smiles. I walked back home slowly, my mind spinning. Ryan looked at me. What's your plan now? I pretend, I said. She thinks I'm confused. That's my advantage.
Ow.
You're going to act weak? For now, I replied. Until I know everything? If you need anything, I know, I said quietly. Thank you. Later that afternoon, I told Mia I needed to see Dr. Hale for a follow-up. She insisted on coming, but I smiled weakly. I want to go alone. I need to understand my memory loss without pressure. She hesitated, then agreed. Okay, but call me. At the hospital, Dr. Hale studied me carefully. You seem more aware today. I am, I said. Memories are returning. That's good, he replied. But be honest. What are you feeling? I feel like I'm living someone else's life, I admitted. Like I'm pretending to be a weaker version of myself. He nodded slowly. You don't have to carry everything alone. Healing doesn't require hiding. It's not hiding, I said. It's observing. His eyes softened. And revenge? Is that what you're observing toward? I looked down. I don't know yet. Yes, you do, he said gently. But don't lose yourself in the process. I stood. She left me on the road. I heard her choice. Sighed. And that memory may shape everything you do next. Maybe it should, I said. When I walked out of his office, one thing was clear. My amnesia wasn't my weakness. It was my weapon. The morning after my visit with Dr. Hale, I stood in front of the mirror and barely recognized the man staring back at me. My face looked tired, but there was something sharper in my eyes, something I hadn't seen before. Mia tapped the door. You okay in there? I'm fine, I said. I'm heading out. Out. She repeated. Where? The gym. She blinked. You're not ready. You should rest. I've rested enough, I said. I need to move. She followed me to the door. Why are you rushing this? Because I want to feel like myself again. She grabbed my arm. I pulled away instantly without thinking. Her eyes widened. Why did you flinch? I didn't. I lied. You did, she whispered. You're different. Maybe this is who I was all along. Her mouth tightened, but she said nothing. At the gym, the familiar smell of metal and sweat grounded me. I lifted slowly at first, just enough to feel something wake inside me. After a few sets, I felt alive in a way I hadn't in months. Nora walked in during my break, holding a water bottle. "Didn't expect to see you here," she said. "I needed this," I replied. "My body remembers more than my mind." She smiled. "That's usually how healing works." I drank the water she handed me. "Mia didn't want me to come?" "I'm not surprised," Nora said. "You're starting to stand on your own? That bothering her?" I asked. Nora studied me. "You tell me." I sighed. "She acts like she's scared I'll remember something, will you?" She asked. "I already have," I said quietly. "More than she thinks." Her expression softened. "Just be careful. People act strange when they feel control slipping." I nodded. "I've noticed." When I got home, Mia was pacing. "Why didn't you answer my texts?" "I was working out," I said. "You could have told me you were okay." "I am okay." She stared at me like she was trying to read a foreign language. "You're cold today." "I'm tired," I said. "Give me space." "Space." She whispered, "Since when did we need space?" "Since I started waking up," I replied. Her eyes filled with frustration. "You used to tell me everything. I used to be a different person." She stepped toward me and placed her hand on my chest. I flinched again this time. "Obvious." She froze. "Ethan, why do you react like that when I touch you?" I stepped back. "Because it feels wrong." Her face fell. "What's happening to you?" "Maybe," I said. "You're just seeing the part of me I kept buried." Before she could argue, her phone rang. She looked at the screen, panicked, and rejected the call. I raised a brow. "Who was that?" "No one," she said quickly. "Spam." The phone rang again. This time I stepped closer. "You going to answer that?" She hesitated, then whispered, "Don't start." "I'm not starting anything," I said. "But someone is clearly desperate." She turned away, gripping her phone. "It's nothing. It's Liam, isn't it?" She stiffened. "He just needs things, money?" I asked. She whipped around. "Don't talk like you know anything about it. I know enough." Her voice cracked. "Ethan, please, things are complicated." "No," I said firmly. "You made them complicated." Before she could answer, the door knocked loudly. Mia jumped. Who is that?" I opened the door. A uniformed officer stood there. "I'm Officer Reed," he said. "I handled your accident file." Mia stepped back instantly. "What brings you here?" I asked. "I had a few follow-up questions," he said. "And some updates." Mia's voice trembled. "Updates? About what?" Officer Reed looked at me, not her. "About the condition of your car before the crash." My heartbeat slowed. "You found something?" "That's what we need to discuss," he said. "Privately, if possible." Mia's face drained of color. I stepped aside. "Come in." And as the officer entered, I saw something new in her eyes, fear, the kind she never expected I'd recognize. "Officer," Reed stepped inside and closed the door behind him. "Ethan, I need to talk to you about the condition of your vehicle before the accident." Mia moved quickly to my side. "Why are you bringing that up?" "He's recovering." "He doesn't need stress." Officer Reed ignored her. "We found signs of brake tampering." My stomach tightened. "Tampering?" "Yes," he said. "Specifically the brake line. Someone cut it halfway through. It would still work for a bit, then fail." Mia's voice cracked. "That could have been anyone. People mess with cars all the time." Officer Reed turned to her slowly. "The cut was made by someone who knew the vehicle's layout. Someone who had access." I felt her grip my arm. "Ethan, tell him this is crazy. Tell him you trust me." I pulled my arm away. "Trust isn't something I give blindly anymore." She stared at me like I had slapped her. "You're believing strangers over me." "Strangers didn't leave me on the road," I said. "You did." She stepped back, shaking her head. "I didn't know you were hurt." I panicked. "Liam," she stopped, realizing she said his name. Officer Reed raised a brow. "Liam?" She tried to backtrack. I cut in." "No, keep going." "Liam what?" Her voice wavered. "He was upset. He needed help." I didn't think you didn't think I mattered, I said. Tears flooded her eyes, but they felt practiced. I only wanted a better life. A better life? I repeated. At the cost of mine? Officer Reed opened a notebook. We also found security footage from the street near your home. A woman matching your description was near the vehicle the night before the crash. Mia's face drained. You can't prove anything. I don't need to, Officer Reed said calmly. Not yet. But I need Ethan to know the truth. Mia grabbed my hands. Ethan, please listen to me. I didn't try to hurt you. Liam and we had problems. I was desperate enough to use me. I asked quietly. She sobbed. I loved you. Loved? I whispered. You used me. Officer Reed closed his notebook. I'll follow up with you, Ethan. Be cautious. After he left, Mia collapsed onto the couch, shaking. You believe him, don't you? You think I tried to kill you? I didn't answer. She crawled toward me on her knees. Ethan, I swear on everything, I didn't want you gone. I needed stability. You always gave it. That's not love, I said. That's convenience, she screamed. I lost everything because of you. My time, my plans, my future, your future, I asked with Liam. Her breath caught. It wasn't what you think. I think you cheated, I said. I think you and he planned something. She covered her face. He promised he'd take care of me. Then he lost his job. He panicked. I panicked. So you came back to the man you used, I said, and hoped I'd never see the truth. She didn't deny it. Her phone suddenly rang again. She stared at it, then threw it against the wall. I raised an eyebrow. Liam, he's stealing? She screamed. He took everything I gave him. He said I owed him for the months he waited. I stared at her in disbelief. You hid money from me? She slammed her hands on the floor. You weren't supposed to find out. Yet here we are, I said coldly. She crawled closer again. Ethan, please. I need you. I can't do this alone. Step back. That's the point. You were never meant to do this with me. She looked up with pure desperation. I'll change. I'll fix everything. I'll give back the money. I'll break things off with Liam. Just don't leave me. I already left, I said. You just didn't notice. She covered her ears. Stop. Stop saying things like that, I whispered. Your lies are catching up, Mia. Her eyes widened as if the truth physically struck her. Ethan, you're not the same. I'm not. You're scaring me, she whispered. Good, I replied. You should be scared. Her voice broke. What are you going to do? Nothing, I said. I don't need revenge. No. She frowned. Then what? Your life, I told her, is falling apart all on its own. And as she stared at me broken, terrified, I realized something. This was the beginning of her downfall, not mine. I stood in the living room staring at Mia as she paced back and forth like a trapped animal. Her hair was messy, her eyes swollen, her voice shaking. She looked nothing like the girl I once loved. She stopped suddenly. Etha, say something, please. I'm done being confused, I said. I remember enough. Her lips trembled. Enough to blame me for everything? Enough to know you're lying, I replied. So let's stop pretending. She squeezed her eyes shut. Fine, you want the truth? I'll give it to you. Listening, I said. She looked at me with a strange mix of fear and anger. Yes, I cheated. I cheated because Liam gave me attention you didn't. He made me feel wanted. I stayed silent. She kept going, almost desperate. And yes, I used your money. You always had more than me. You said you didn't mind helping? I didn't mind helping someone who loved me. I cut in. Not someone who was planning a future with someone else. She flinched. I wasn't planning a future with him. Not really. Then what was all that talk about leaving? I asked. She froze. You told him I'd understand, I continued. You said it had to look like an accident. Did you really think I wouldn't find that out? She whispered, I didn't want to hurt you. You left me on the road, I said, bleeding, begging, and you chose him. She shook her head. I didn't know how bad it was. You heard me groaning, I said quietly. You knew? Tears rolled down her cheeks. I was scared. Liam was yelling. He said if I left him again, he'd expose everything. I stared at her. So you sacrificed me instead. I panicked. She cried. I'm human. No, I said. Humans make mistakes. You made choices. She dropped to her knees. Please, Ethan, I've lost everything. Liam stole everything. I have nothing left but you. That's the problem, I said. You only want me when you have nothing else. She grabbed my hand like it was her last lifeline. Please forgive me. Just one more time. You've forgiven me before. And look where that got me, I said. Lying on asphalt, wondering why you didn't care. She squeezed my hand harder. I'll change. I swear I will. I'll be better. I'll love you the way you want. Just tell me what to do. I pulled my hand away slowly. You can start by letting me go. She stared at me in horror. You're leaving me? After everything we've been through? You mean everything I survived? I asked. She shook her head violently. Ethan, don't do this. You don't mean it. You're angry. You're hurt. I'm clear, I said. Clearer than I've ever been. She reached for me again. I can't lose you. You already did. The room fell silent. Her voice cracked into a whisper. Where are you going? To do what I should have done the night of the accident, I said. Tell the truth. Her face faded into shock. You're going to read? You're really doing this? Yes. She crawled toward me. Ethan, please. Don't ruin my life. You ruined your own, I said. I'm just stepping out of the wreckage. I walked to the door. She started sobbing uncontrollably. Ethan, please. I love you. I didn't look back. Outside, Ryan stood by his car, leaning against the door. He straightened when he saw me. You told her? Everything, I said. And you're okay? For the first time, I said yeah. I think I am. He clapped my shoulder. Good. You deserve better. I'm going to Officer Reed, I said. It's time. Ryan nodded. I'll drive. As I got into the car, a strange feeling rose in me, lightness, freedom, for the first time in years. I wasn't choosing her. I was choosing myself. Officer Reed sat across from me in the station as I handed over every screenshot. Every bank record, every message I had found. This is solid, he said. It's more than enough to open charges. I nodded. Do what you have to do, he studied me. You sure you're ready for this? I've been ready since the night she left me on the road. He closed the file. We'll move forward. 2 days later, Reed called. Ethan, we detained Mia this morning. I breathed out slowly. What for? Fraud, financial manipulation, possible involvement in vehicle tampering, he said. She denied everything at first. Then she confessed. In her own way, he said. Mostly blaming Liam. I chuckled bitterly. Of course she did. He's missing, Reed added. We can't find him. Figures, I said. He runs when things burn. Reed paused. You okay? Better than I thought, I replied. Thank you. Later that afternoon, I walked outside to get some air. Ryan joined me at the curb. Heard the news, he said. How do you feel? Lighter, I said. Like something finally ended. He nodded. She kept you chained for years. Now you're free. I don't know if I'd call it freedom, I said. Feels more like stepping out of a shadow. Ryan smirked. Same thing. I smiled faintly. Maybe. A few hours later, I went to the hospital for a checkup. Nora met me at the door. You look calmer today, she said. I feel calmer, I admitted. A lot happened. She guided me inside. Tell me. Mia was arrested, I said. She finally faced everything she tried to hide. Nora raised an eyebrow. And you. I didn't feel revenge, I said. I just felt done. She nodded softly. Closure can sound cold, but it's healing. She begged me to save her, I said. But I couldn't. That's not your job, Nora replied. Her choices built her cage, sat on the exam table. You ever feel like you're waking up from a long dream? All the time, she said. It's called finding yourself. My memories are coming back, I said. Not perfectly, but enough. She smiled gently. Does that scare you? Not anymore, I said. I know who I am now. She paused, then asked, And who is that? I looked at her steady, honest, kind. Someone who doesn't break as easily as he thought. Her expression softened. Good. You deserve a life that feels like yours. I exhaled. I want that, and you'll have it, she said on my way out. I got a message from a mutual friend of Mia's. I can't believe what she did. She lied to all of us. Another message followed. I'm sorry we didn't believe you before. I stared at the screen for a long moment. Ryan walked up behind me. People finally seeing the truth? Yeah, I said. They're turning their backs on her. Too late for her, he murmured. Right on time for you. I nodded slowly. I guess so. He nudged my shoulder. Where to now? Home, I said. But a new kind of home. Later that evening, I sat on my apartment balcony, watching the city lights. The air felt cleaner, sharper, real. My phone buzzed. Nora, are you resting? I smiled, trying good. Don't disappear just because things are calmer. I won't. I typed. I think I'm finally ready to live again. A few seconds later, she replied, Then start with one thing you want for yourself. I looked out at the sky, and for the first time in so long, I didn't feel weighed down by the past. I wrote back, Peace. She sent a simple message. I'll get it. As the night settled around me, I closed my eyes and let everything wash through me. The betrayal, the pain, the amnesia, the fear, the rebirth. I whispered to myself, She chose her ex and left me to die. But the moment I forgot who I was, I learned who I could become. And for the first time, the words didn't hurt. They healed.